Warning, the video you're about to see is lame beyond all reason. As a form of apology, here's a woman stabbing herself in the hand set to unfitting music. Enjoy! And now our feature presentation.
I can't find The Lion King 2 anywhere. It's still in the Disney Vault. No one has it in stock. I've been running around all over town.
Rugburn, I need that movie in order to do the riff. How am I supposed to do it without it?
Leaf, you're just gonna have to try something else this week, alright?
And here I find you. Well, I believe it's time
what's
for a
going on
little
over
disciplinary action.
Leaf, come on, speak to me! Speak to me, are you alright? Finally, I thought you were never gonna wake up.
Where are we?
Oh, I just found someone's car whose door was unlocked and threw you in here. The master will never find us in here.
Right.
Husky. The master just zapped a movie into my head. I just saw Gnomeo and Juliet. You saw what? You heard me right, Husky. But the thing is, I think the master's plan backfired. It really wasn't all that bad. Leaf, are you feeling okay? You just said that Gnomeo and Juliet didn't suck. Trust me, I know it's hard to believe, but really, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Now, here's the thing. There were some terrible jokes and puns in it. One of the characters is a plastic frog that's designed to spray water out of her mouth. Honestly, I don't like her. She's one of those comic relief characters who just gets annoying after a while. And it wasn't just the frog. A lot of the other supporting cast was a little grating at times. One of them is a little gnome named Benny. He's Romeo's buddy. But basically his only purpose in the movie is just to make things worse. Leaf, I thought you said there were some good parts in this movie. So far it just sounds like every bit as bad as I expected it. One thing that I would have praised the movie for is that it really gave me that sense that these creatures are made of stone. Yeah, they really kept their world, you know, a kind of mystical sort of place that's in your own front yard. This is a Romeo and Juliet movie. You have to deal with the idea of death. And they keep talking about the fact that these are a fragile people. If they, you know, hit a hard surface too hard, they're going to shatter. Which I thought, hey, that hypes up the drama a little bit. Hey, why not? There comes a point where actually one of the characters does literally get shattered. And I thought, oh my gosh, this movie just threw an actual death into a kid's movie. I'm not saying that they should, you know, kill someone every chance they get. I'm just saying that they shouldn't be scared of it. That, you know, kids can handle that sort of thing. And, you know, he wasn't a very nice character. He had it coming. It was a kind of karmic death. But all the same, it kind of hit home with me. Until you get to the ending dance credits, in which you see him all glued back together so conveniently, even though he does still keep coming apart occasionally. But that right there just ruined that little bit of drama. Still, what I have to praise most about this movie is that there's a part in every romantic comedy where the two main characters, the hero and the heroine, somehow hate each other for one reason or just think that they don't love each other anymore. And the audience knows, oh, they're gonna get together again in the end. Why are you wasting our time? But this one, yes, it does happen in this movie. But here's the thing. It's short. It's resolved in less than 5 minutes. And it's resolved with the help of one of the supporting characters, the pink lawn flamingo. The pink lawn flamingo was a kind of stereotype that I don't know how to identify all the way. He actually uses his own tragic story about, you know, the hate of two people destroying the love of two other people, his backstory, and uses it to put things in perspective for Gnomeo and Juliet. Holy crap. That's just terrible. That title is what made me think it was going to be terrible. Then comes the soundtrack. Oh my gosh, this movie loves Elton John. So much Elton John. Even the between scores were just renditions of the melody of Saturday Night's All Right and Crocodile Rock, both of which are songs I love, by the way. I'm a big fan of Elton John. Leaf, nothing you have said so far makes me want to see this movie. Okay. It's, really, it's not that great of a movie, but it's not going to torture you to watch it either. I mean, if you have anything else to do on a Friday night, then go watch this movie. I recommend you do that instead. But really, this is not the kind of movie I would have reviewed on You're Gonna Regret It. I mean, I was sufficiently entertained. In spite of all the flaws that it had, it also made me believe their story, and I ended up really caring about the characters. Even though it's a rehashed plot and the title is awful, and a lot of the jokes are bad, some of the jokes are good. Then again, some of the jokes in B-Movie were also good, but the movie was still ultimately terrible. Not so in Gnomeo and Juliet. Ultimately, if I were to give it a score out of 10, I would give it a 5.2. It's just above average. It's not a very good movie, but it's not gonna make you want to eat your brains out.
Really, Master? Is that the best you could come up with? You're going to have to do a lot better than that to beat